Hey guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're in the Toyota Corolla 2017. What I'm about to show you will work in several years after as well. It also works in the Tacoma, Sienna, and some of the Prius models. But you notice here the base model Entune system. This is the same radio that they have, as I mentioned, Tacoma, Sienna, Prius, and then obviously Corolla that we're in now. This is the base system, and what we're trying to do today is we're going to demonstrate how to remove this system and install the pre-programmed premium navigation system. It's really easy to install. These radios come pre-programmed, shipped to your door, so all you got to do is plug it in and you're ready to rock and roll. So this is the Entune premium system that we're upgrading to today. As I said, it is very easy to install, so let's get started. You just shut the vehicle off. We recommend disconnecting the negative battery terminal, but just today we're just going to show you how it all works, so we're not going to do it right now. But in any case, we're going to remove this what's called a radio bezel or dash bezel. It's just held in with retaining clips, so you kind of just muscle it out. It's really easy to remove. And then you're going to disconnect the connectors here for the hazard, and then the airbag over here, or the airbag icon or sensor. And then that gives you access to the 4 bolts. These are all 10 millimeter screws or bolts. So you just remove these 4. All right, now that the screws are removed, we can slide it out. Then all we need to do is just disconnect the cables that are back here. Once we remove the radio, we're going to remove the screws on the side of the radio frame and take these brackets off and mount them on the navigation radio in the exact same location. All right, we now have the brackets on both sides of the nav radio. One thing I wanted to point out real quick, if your vehicle has Sirius Satellite Radio or XM, you will notice an extra tuner. That actually installs right below the radio. Especially if those of you who would like to upgrade to have the satellite radio feature, you can do that on our website. And all you'd have to do is insert this tuner into this bracket here, along with the 2 screws that come with it, and then it just plugs into the bottom of the radio here. But in this case, we're not going to use this because the vehicle didn't feature it initially, and this particular customer does not care about satellite radio. So in any case, now what we're going to do is we're going to install the GPS antenna. Now this antenna can be installed anywhere behind the radio cavity here, up under the dash. You want to get it as close to the dash top as possible from underneath. Metal brackets, stuff like that enhance the signal, which makes it a little bit more reliable. But in any case, it does work well. If you stick it up here, there is a metal bracket back here that I'm going to attach it to. And now that I have, you're going to want to keep this nice and coiled. Don't scrunch it or bend it. And we'll just kind of set that in the back. Now we can install the navigation radio using all the exact same connectors we initially had on the factory radio. So we'll plug our GPS antenna in and wait for it to clip, along with all the other cables. Once we verified all the cables are in, we can install the system into the exact same location as the factory radio. and then reinstall the same 4 screws. All right, now we can install our bezel. We're gonna plug the 2 connectors back in. And then at the bottom here, you're gonna wanna stick this little lip behind this trim piece here. Then you just line it back up, snap it into place. All right, now that everything's buttoned up and in its place, let's go ahead and fire it up. So as I mentioned, this is pre-programmed for your specific vehicle. So you don't need to worry about having to go to a dealer or anything like that. It's all gonna plug and play for you. You'll notice here, audio, if you do decide to get the XM radio feature, or if you had it existing, you will see the XM icon here. But otherwise, you'll see AM, FM, CD, USB audio for Bluetooth streaming, your aux input. And then you'll have some other apps that you can put on as well, as like iHeart, Pandora, Slacker. These are all through your phone. So once you go to the App Store and download the Toyota Entune app, you can link a lot of stuff up with this premium system. It's really slick. Within the apps feature, it does tell you here, go to the Entune, get the Entune app for all the latest and greatest features. But the one we're most interested in for this video is obviously navigation. You notice it pinpointed our location right away. Now for most of you, you will have to drive the vehicle around a little bit and then it will pinpoint your location at that time. But some of you will find it immediately. In any case, you got your nav here, which is real slick. It's a really good nav system. It has all the traditional features a nav system has. Your address, destination, points of interest, emergency map. You could set your home to make it real nice and quick. But just a real slick navigation system. It's better than sticking it on the windshield or messing around with your phone while you're driving. It's great to have it here, and you get the directions will come through the speakers in the vehicle. So it's a real slick system. Your home, you can set up however you want your home screen. Other features like pairing your phone, so on and so forth. You can alter it all through the home button here. As I mentioned, general as well. Then you have your phone button there to make and receive phone calls. But just a real cool system. The backup camera works just as it did before. All pre-programmed steering wheel controls. Everything works plug and play. So just a real awesome, slick upgrade for your Corolla, Tacoma, Sienna, or Prius. So come check us out, Infotainment.com. Thanks for watching, guys.